Hi, I'm Kim with Kimberly's Vintage Treasures. Thanks for joining me today. 4 o'clock, Friday, Pacific Mountain Time. So glad to have you here. Um, Today's going to be a big project. I probably will have to do it'll be like 2 days. But I'm so excited to have, um, to take this opportunity to have Barb Ireland with Dream Press Studios. I'm going to be doing one of her prints today. So I'm going to wait just a moment while people get on. And I'm going to turn on my other phone here so I can see comments. Because I have my camera ways away so that I can see, so that you can see what's going on, hopefully. Um, oh no. Looks like she's not feeling well today. Let's see, we'll go here and live. Here we go. Okay. So I gave this a good washing. Um, it's a pretty beat up little guitar. I purchased it from Goodwill. Um, and pardon my mess there. And it was a little overpriced, but I'm going to show you. So I took the strings off because there was only a few. But like right here, there are chunks missing out of it and on the back. And I do have some bonding primer on there. There's chunks missing here. So it looks like a starter guitar for a little one, a young person. Right here, it's been pretty beat up. So I'm not so worried about, it doesn't bother me to give it a good, a good do-over. That's it. Overdue or do-over. So when you log on, you still see that red live button? I am currently live. Hi, Tammy. How are you? How are you doing? I thought I missed you the other day. Anyway, so I was saying I'm doing this. Trying to set this down. There we go. I'm working on this guitar today, and I just gave it a coat right before I jumped on here live of a bonding primer. And I had given it a little sand, but you never know if it's going to work or not. So I did the bonding primer. And I'm working with Barb Ireland from Dream Press Studio. I'm really excited. I want to show you her prints. I pulled out some things that I think I'm going to use today. So we'll see how that's going to go. I have this. But I just am in love with her prints. So there's this. Isn't that gorgeous? And unfortunately, I did not write down the names. So that's something I would have to go back and put in. Get this wet wipe at it. Look at this one. Isn't she fun? She's so cute. Another fun one. These are just the ones that I purchased. Look at this one. Isn't she gorgeous? Hi, Donna. Belladonna, how are you? I am showing some of the prints for Barb Ireland's. Hi, Tammy. You've been doing a craft and other things. Good for you. I also have this one. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love it. This is a favorite right here. This is a favorite. I love the colors. I love she's so talented. Very talented. And then there's this. This is fun. You like them? Oh, good. Yeah. There's another one. This is kind of in there. This is so fun. And I love this. I'm gonna have to do something fun with that. And then there's just some little background. I think these were, you know, probably left over from like a Christmas setting or something, but there's a mountain scene you can use for background. This is pretty for background. And this one with the snow reminds me of the Cascades with the dogwood there. That's gorgeous. And this lady, isn't she pretty? She's very pretty. And what else? Oh, and this one. I love this one. I was going to try and do that on the guitar, but I think I wanted something a little bit bigger. Glasses. I'm going to need the glasses for this. What did I knock over? I'm knocking things over. That's all right. Par for the course with me. You like those? They are beautiful, huh, Donna? I just love them. I think I was going to try and do, let's see if I can do a bigger one. She's gorgeous. This is the one that I really wanted to put this one on there. Isn't she beautiful? I know, you know, she's on a piano, but, and I'm going to stand you guys. Let's move these out of here. I'm going to move these so they don't so I don't ruin them. There we go. Get it out of the way. I was going to try and take this off, but I don't know how, it's glued on there really hard. So I might have to do a smaller picture. But I love this. I would love this on here. It'd be fun. I mean, even though she's playing a piano, it would take up that extra room. Or there is this one. She's so pretty. So I could put her sideways. I hadn't decided yet. I printed these off yesterday. I went to Staples and printed them off. And then I pulled this out of my drawer because I thought, well, that would be kind of fun here. We'll see. Maybe it'll go. Let's see, what else is there? What other one? She would have been fun, but she's just it's so small. So that might be good for a bottle. Or I thought about the horse, but no, it needs some flair today. It needs flair. If I put it up farther. She's having a bad hair day. Yeah, me too. Mine's always a bad hair day. That's all right. I could always put her like sideways and do polka dots. This one, she's got that hat going. I want to get most of her on there. I'm not happy about this thing. I can't remember what this thing is called, but if I could get it to go away, I would. Maybe I could go farther on the side. Let's see. There's even up here. That'd be fun. What do you think? Hi, Barb. How are you? So I have this It's just like a Goodwill find guitar, and I took the strings off it, and it's in pretty bad shape. It's got bumps and gouges all over it. It's a child's beginner guitar is what it looks like to me, because it does say first act, so I'm thinking a kid. So I gave it a good clean, and then I went over with some bonding primer. It had paint on it, which I tried to get off. So what's that? More paint. Yeah. It was pretty icky. It was pretty icky, but you know, when you get them at Goodwill, what do you expect? Sorry, my chair is trying to toss me again. There we go. Okay, so I'm just deciding on a print. I wanted to do this one, even though she is playing a piano, but I don't think this would do her justice. She'd be stuck. Let's see. I tried to remove this thing. I got part of it out of there, but it's on there pretty good. And this will probably be a two-part thing, deal, because it's going to take me, I've got to paint it. Let's see. This one and this one. I thought about these two on there. Go this way. I like it this way. I want her hat on there. And maybe could live with that. Let's see. I don't know. And I came up with this thing. Maybe she's in here over that. Okay, I've got an idea. So I'm going to start with some paint. I want to get a base coat on here, and I am going to paint up in here on all the frets and everything, and they'll get highlighted. But we want to get a good base coat down on her, on it. I thought about doing black, but this whole guitar needs an overhaul. Overhauling. It's overhauling. How is everybody today? Need to get that up? Yeah. Yeah, and it would look great. You're right. The small prints or 5x7s are freebies. Oh, hallelujah. I don't know if I realized that. Well, thank you for letting me know that. I'm telling you, ladies, if you haven't met Barb or gone to her page, please check her out. Barb Ireland at Dream Press Studios. She has the most beautiful prints. Donna and Lisa will vouch for her also. I'm hooked. I finally went and had mine printed out after trying it on my own printer. It didn't turn out so well, so I just said forget it and went up to Staples, and had them printed. And I'm so glad I did. So, because the color, oh my gosh, the colors are so much better. The one on my printer turned out wretched. So, Barb, you're not feeling so well. You're having vertigo today, which is not good. And I hope you feel better. I should have had this all prepped, but my grandson called and he wanted to come stay the night. So, you know, when grandsons call, everything stops. You go get him. So I did. Everything is moving along here really good. It's not so bad out today. It was overcast, but not hot, which is nice. As long as it's not hot, you know. I mean, I like the warmth and I want the sunshine. I've never had vertigo, but I understand it to be just horrible. So, take off this medical bracelet. They show up at the house, then my husband knows what to do. That's why I don't need it on here. I did get some news today. Good friend of mine. Well, we've been friends for, I don't know, 30 some odd years. And she's not doing so well. A few years ago, I went with her and helped her move back to New York. She's from upstate New York. So she and I took a road trip and went. And we had the time of our life, laughing and giggling and just having fun. And just, you know, it was great. And she moved back there because that's where she originally was from. And her mom had passed away and family. And there's some things happening. Anyway, she felt the need to go back. So that's what happened. Well, today her son let me know that she has terminal brain cancer. And I know that a few weeks ago, she was life flighted. She had a stroke, and she called her neighbor and said, I don't feel well. And the neighbor came over, and it all happened from there. And I know they found a tumor, but I didn't realize how bad it was. They're bad, but the extent of it, I didn't know. So, and she's a really private lady, doesn't want to answer her phone right now, doesn't want help, but this is the time she needs it. And she's in the angry phase. So giving her a little bit of time to get used to her news, and then she doesn't get to hide, and he told me, if you want to see her, you better make it happen. So we work together, and then we used to do things together. She is an amazing artist. She does stained glass. And I mean, beautiful, beautiful pieces. And that's not up my alley right now. I've done stained glass, but nothing like what she's done. Nothing like what she's done. But I'm sad about it. But I'm also, I'm a person of faith. So I know that everything is in his hands, and he is going to make, God's going to decide. You've had it? Oh, Tammy. How awful. Yeah. It's horrible. Yeah. So I'm worried about her, but her son, when he called, he said, I need your help, because she just is refusing to let people help her, and she can't drive right now. She has to go to appointments and physical therapy and all this stuff. And I said, well, I'm going to give her a few days to wrap her head around some things, and then she and I might butt heads, but that's all right. She's tough, and I'll tell you some fun things about her. Her name's Bo. Well, that's a nickname, but she's half Irish. Her mom is from Ireland. Tiny little lady. Bo's real tall, and if you think about Bo Derek and those braids, that would be Bo. She didn't have braids, but that's just tall lady. and she loves antiques, and she has beautiful antiques. Well, anyway, we would go antique shopping and go down to the city, Seattle, and go down to some of their really cool shops. And so Bo and I were in this shop, and thank you, Tammy. Thank you. I appreciate that for her. We were in this shop, and Bo picked up a teapot and turned it over to look and see where it was made from, like you do with antiques. And she didn't have her hand completely on the lid, and it fell off and broke. So the lady behind the counter, Bo, it was planning to pay for it. You know, she broke it. She would pay for it. It was like about $10, and that lady came out screaming. Bo wasn't very good with that. You know, just not real good with that. But so she paid for it, and she's like, I don't want it. And I said, okay, I'll take it home. Well, Bo does not like, there's these little flowers that are called hens and chicks. Are you guys familiar with those? They're a succulent. And so I took it home, and we worked together, and I brought it to work on Monday and set it on her desk before she got there, and I had filled it up with hens and chicks, put one in the spout, had it just, you know, it was, and made it look real cute. She was so mad. She was so mad about that. You get that thing off my desk. So this thing went back and forth with us for years until finally it gave up. It got broken somehow or another. But we went back and forth with that pot for years. And then one day I came into work, and on my desk was this bowl full of popcorn. And she's over there snickering in the corner. I knew she was up to something. And I'm like, what's going on with you? And she can't stand it. She's just giggling and laughing. And so everybody was eating the popcorn. And then I went to wash the dish, and it said it was from the such and such state prison, which she thought was just hilarious because she had found it at the Goodwill. So, you know, that bowl came back. It ended up on her front porch filled with hens and chicks. And her husband's like, don't do it. She'll get mad. I'm like, just don't say anything. You didn't answer the door. You had no idea. Boy, did she. I got this phone call. I just didn't even answer the phone because I knew she was yelling about the hens and chicks. But it was a thing. It was funny. It was a thing. It was just a thing, you know, to harass each other and have fun. And when she wanted to go, back to New York, I helped her plan, and her son did. You know, we all helped her plan and got her the trucks, and she and I drove together. And somehow or another, at one of the hotels we stayed at, there was a ladies' growing club there, flower club, and Bo knows a lot about flowers, but these ladies were very, very well to do, and we had been sitting by the pool just having a little glass of wine. I'm not a good drinker, but I had a glass of wine, and we're sitting there, and these ladies were drinking hard liquor and stuff. Well, anyway, so we invited them back up to the room, and we were all sitting there talking, and then I gave them Bo's phone number and told him she would love to keep up with you ladies and do some things. I'm just, you know, she's just going to New York, moving there, and I'm just visiting, and blah, 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 blah. And they started calling her. She's like, all right, Kim, how did they get my phone number? I don't know. I have no idea. She's like, I'm not joining the club. Well, you should. I mean, geez, how fun would that be? Well, she was mad at me. Like, you need to. Go have some fun. It was just one of the things. It was a thing. She did some rotten things to me, I'll tell you. Makes me laugh. We had fun. We had lots of fun together. Uh, she she likes to go to we would go to the theater every Christmas, to the Fifth Avenue Theater or whatever. We would go and watch either the boys sing, the boys choir, or whatever was going on down there. We would go watch it, and we always went out to dinner first. And um, so we went to this place. It's called 13 Coins, and it's a really famous restaurant in Seattle. Um, it's been there for years and years and years. And so I was kind of naive about a couple of things. And so we're in there, and we're just getting ready to order some dinner. And she says to him, "Well, I'm going to have the sweetbreads." And I'm like, "Oh, you're just going to have bread for dinner?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay, well, I'll have some sweetbreads." I thought it was a side or something. Here comes this plate of stuff. And I said, "Why do you keep looking at us?" The waiters keep looking at us. And I'm like, "What's going on?" And she's giggling. And I'm like, what is the deal? And they bring this stuff and they set it down, in front of me at the table. And I'm looking at it, and I looked at the guy, and I'm like, what is that? And he said, "It's sweetbreads." And I'm looking at Bo, and I says, "What is this?" And she goes, "Well," it was brains of some sort. And the guy said, "Is everything okay?" And I said, "No, nope, nope. Nope." He says, "Can I help you with something?" I said, "You need to take this." He says, "Would you like a to-go bag?" I said, "Nope, I'd like you to take it right out to the trash and toss it, and take hers while you're going on." He said, "You need something else?" And I said, "Yeah." And she is dying. She is sitting in that booth, laughing hysterical at me because I didn't know what we were ordering. I thought it was some sort of bread that we're just having yeah. She used to pick on me a lot that way. And to this day, it still makes her laugh. So good memories with Bo. And I hope she has, I don't know how much time she has left, but I hope that the time that she does have left is beautiful. And she has some good memories. So thanks for listening to me about that. You'd love to be like that again? Me too. Me too. We were driving in downtown Seattle, and we're in an area where you got to be a bit careful. And some guy was crossing the road, and he was pretty sketchy. And she stops the car, and she's like, "Hey, come here. Oh, come here, come here." And he comes over, and she's talking to him about nothing in particular. She just wanted to stop and talk to this guy that was he was a little on the happy side, I'll say. I'm like, what are you trying to get us killed? She's uh they're hens and chicks, they're cute plants, they are. I like them. She sure didn't. One day I was at Goodwill, and I found this it was a clown. Some kid must have made it in art class, because it hung on the wall, and it was a clown, and it was all different. It was funky. So I bought it and filled it up with hens and chicks, and she was having a particularly bad day. And so I wanted to cheer her up. And her husband met me at the door along with their giant dog. He's like, "No, no, Kim, don't do it." And I said, "Just shut the door. You didn't see me. I wasn't here. Don't say anything. Just pretend you know nothing." Yeah, she saw it walking in. So what do you guys think of this idea with the guitar? Sorry, it's going to be a two-part. Um, I'm just anticipating that because there's a lot of painting and drawing. She's a lot of fun. She is a lot of fun. Her laugh is what's funny though. And probably probably the look on her face when they tried to feed me those sweetbreads, which, why didn't they just say their brains? Because that would make so much more sense. I haven't eaten stuff like that. But, her being Irish, her mom cooked a lot of things like that when she was growing up. And she says, "Oh no, I'm going to eat mine." I said, "No, yep." She had to order something else. Really like to get this bar off there, but I don't know how that's going to work. It already looks better white. You used to do like things like that with a friend? Yes. It's have fun in life, Try to have fun. What is that? Sorry, Barb, I didn't write down the name of the papers before I printed them out, so I'll have to go back and put the names up. Whoops. Okay. We'll get that right there. That's it. I'm going to be full of paint myself. I swear, this carpet, it doesn't like me. That's okay. Back then, but not anymore. Yeah, I'm a little bit more subdued myself. Although I'm not above, harassing the grandkids. I mean, uh, I did chase my grandson around. He picked up this microphone thing at Goodwill, and it was singing. It was the music to what is that? It's a kids show. It was Frozen. It was the song to Frozen. So he's supposed to be singing in a show. He was doing some acting classes and stuff like that. So anyway, he started singing it and then he sat it down. So I picked it up and he's like, "No, no, don't sing." Yeah, it's all the encouragement I needed. The people around us were a little taken back, but they were gifted with a concert from Moi of Frozen, the song Frozen. He was, "Get me out of here. I want to go home. I want to go home now, Grandma." So how is the weather where everybody is? Are you guys doing okay? Did I miss any? Um, okay, there we go. Did you guys watch Lisa last night with her chair, getting her chair ready? She was a little bummed that the fabric was all messed up, but that's okay. I think it's gonna come back looking even better. Stuff happens. I'm not being too terribly careful about all this because I am gonna put I think I'm gonna put gold on these. Nice sunny day for you, Tammy. Ah, I like the warm weather, definitely. I want to go over this with another color now. Um, just trying to give it a base coat. All these little pieces on the handle. I have all kinds of plans to add to this. I would like to do also. I would like to do a violin. Um, my daughter is probably lucky that she took her um, little what do you call the ones? The Hawaiian one, the little Hawaiian one. She took that one with her when she moved out. So otherwise, she would have come home to it, you know, jazzed up. I used to play the flute when I was a kid, and then I decided I wanted to sing more than take the flute lessons, and then um, I had a few piano lessons. I wish I would have paid attention more. It's one of those, you know. Now I can't remember the notes and stuff. I've gone back over it and looked and thought, wow, why didn't I? But I would like my grandkids to play. I have a granddaughter that plays and sings, and she's really good. The oldest granddaughter plays piano, and not, I mean, just for fun now. She used to do things like walk the runway in New York. That's fun. That was fun watching her do that. But she's beyond that stuff now. Okay, I think I'm going to set this aside and to give this a little dry right here on the neck. Sorry about the noise. The office supervisor is over there in her bed. They made a den for the kids. Nice. So they could play and do stuff. That's nice. My arms and legs are a little sore today because yesterday I thought, well, I'll take Bruce and Bree outside and, you know, maybe have a little walk and go for a ride in the car. And Bruce, my husband bought him a new harness, and I put it on him. I thought, well, we're okay. Yeah, no, Bruce slipped out of that harness in like 2 seconds, and he was like a little kid. He was so excited. He was running. He ran around and around the yard, and we live. It used to not be a busy road because there was woods across the street, but it's now a housing development, and it's really busy on the street in front of us. He zipped across that street, and I about lost my mind. And then Bree, she tried to get out of her harness. So, oh my gosh. So I was holding on to these two dogs while I had to catch him. I had to run down the road to catch him. I wasn't real happy with him about that. Okay. So should I do these two? This one and this one on there? I think that would be cool. I don't know what I want to do. If I put her on here, I could put her on here, and then I think I would string. What do you think, Tammy? The piano lady, or these two ladies? Oh, hey, reconnected. Whew, my live went out for a minute. The first two? Okay. Have to do something special with the other one. Okay, so I'm going to paint a background for them. I want to get, okay, I'm going to need some blue, which is this one. Where'd it go? I love this. Maybe that. And I need the cream. It's kind of a peachy color. She has multiple colors, so that's nice. What do you have? She has black. Oh, and she has some of that red. I haven't done a lot of. Oh, I like that. I think that mulberry maybe. Not this one. That's too orange. Too orange. She's got the peach and the orange. Okay, I'm just going to start. I ran out of paper plates down here, so now I'm just kind of winging it with my little glass dishes. So have you made any crafts lately? This is a good color. I might lighten it up a little bit. And I think I'll be doing some polka dots because she's got polka dots on her sleeves. Yes, to some crafting. Mulberry, that's so pretty. I'm gonna set her down here, or maybe I'll set her here so I can kind of look at it. If I look to the side, I'm looking at her. Nope, not setting her there. That's not a good spot. Okay, forget that plan. This one. Sorry for the banging around, banging, clanging. And if you can't, let's see if I can move here more. There we go. If I make it so you can't see it, let me know. I want to go down the side a lot. Oops, that's a lot of paint. I'm going to kind of mix colors. This thing. It's a bummer. It's on there, but it's on there with some really strong glue. So I don't know if I could heat treat it to try and get it off of there, but then we'll just work around it. I'll just work around it. How about some? She has that beautiful. She does have black and oh wow, a bit of blue right here. I don't know if that'll show, but that's okay. I'm just kind of mixing and blending and layering. A little bit here. And I'll have to come up with a song for these, like I did with my my grandsons and the other one I have that's hanging on the wall. Yeah, that'll work. You know what I do need? There we go. I need this chair to be taller, so I feel taller. So I'll have to post Barb Ireland on my link tree so that we'll remember to go there in case you want her things. I did show my friend today. I showed her. I sent her pictures of Barb's papers, the ones that I have, and she was really excited. Really excited about that. I'm just kind of doing. It looks like I'm just doing haphazard, but it's okay. It's a process. It's a process. You love the color? Oh, good. Yeah, it's kind of well, I was looking for cream, but it's more kind of a peach, but she has that in her, that peach color. She has it up here in her flower and on the sides, so, and some of the blues. and reds. She's got all kinds of things. She belongs on a guitar. Okay, a little bit of this. Blend it in. I think this thing will be covered up. I don't know yet. And I think it needs a little bit of this. And this color is called mulberry. I like the mulberry too. It needs all of that in there. Let's see. This is going to be, yeah, maybe a little bit of mulberry here just in case this shows. I don't think so, but I'm going to try. Trust the process. Thank you. Yes. Uh-oh. Get a little bit wet. There we go. It's drying. It's drying on me. What did I lose? I have so many cords over here plugged in. Because, every room only has so many sockets. So the one guitar I did, that song I played, it was John Lennon, My Guitar Gently Weeps. And I put some of the lyrics on it, which I thought was pretty cool. And then the other guitar I did for my grandson wanted one for his 16th birthday. And so that one was, what's the guy's name? Something Waylon. He's country singer. And I just wrote the lyrics that he wanted, the song that he wanted along the sides of the guitar. And it turned out really, he was so happy. He has it hanging on his wall now in his bedroom, which is, it makes me happy that he liked it so much. He had a huge party. His mom and dad threw him a shindig. Whew, that boy, he had a good time. Lots of family there. He wanted lots and lots of family. That's what he said. I just want my family and some of my friends. So some of his closest friends from school showed up, and then lots of family. Can't complain about that. This peach color is really nice. It's deco art called sugared peach, and it's not bad. I think somebody had suggested it for when you're doing people's faces and their hands and things like that. I think that's why I got it. But I am liking it. It's a nice color. Waylon Jennings. Waylon. Yeah. And the song was Superman. Yeah, Superman. That took me a few days to do. It took me a while to find a guitar, and then finally my husband's like, I'm just going to order one off of, an inexpensive one off of Amazon. because I was getting pretty frustrated with people were wanting outrageous prices for these guitars that were just so, they were so beat up. And there was one lady on there, she wanted $35 for a guitar, and it was missing strings and it was beat up. And I just thought, okay. And then, but there was no, when you would try to meet her, something was off about that. And finally I said, yeah, no. So my daughter tried to get a hold of her to get this guitar. Still, you're loving the colors already? Oh, good. Oh, good. I hope I do your pictures, your prints justice. So I got my blue going here. My blue going. Let's see, I want to do a little bit of this. Here. And I'm one of those, if I don't, if I don't care for it, I'm going to work on it until I get it right. So it's a thing. I can't help it. It's a thing. And all these to be long strokes. There we go. Am I sure I will? Yes. Yes, I am. Oh, put my hand right in it. Well, that's all right. I should have a bib. Like it. I like it. Okay, get rid of some of that blue on there. Blend this in. Have you guys all seen Miriam paint? That girl, wow, can she paint? She can paint like nobody's business. And I'll listen to her while she's doing her, she'll stop and tell you every single thing to do. She's very talented. I'll come back and touch that up. Touch it back up. I want it to be kind of soft because these prints are pretty. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to dry it just a little bit so I don't mess. Is everybody doing okay? It's blending well? Oh, good. I love these boho ladies and their hats. Love them. I think that's good. Okay. It's chalk paint, kind of chalky, so it dries really quick, I think. If not, then I have touch up. There we go. Over here. Fade that out a little bit. That blue's so pretty. Okay, let's see. Yeah. There. I can see touch up, but that's okay. These poor little guitars, they get beat up by little kids pretty bad. Whoops, now I'm beating it up. Whoops. Sorry. It's an awkward thing to hold. What do you think of the color so far? It's not too bad. Okay. It needs a little bit. Come on. Here we go. Just a little bit. Where did I do? Right there. More blue. More blue. And right here, probably, I think I stuck probably my finger in it. Who knows? And okay, let's see on this side. Right there. The red off. Some the cream. I think I put my finger in it, so. Or who knows? Maybe when I set it down. That's okay. It can use an extra little coat. And there is a little bit of blue in there. I want it to look really blended, I guess. Right there. There we go. Yeah, the paint came off right up here. There we go. Fix you. And maybe just make it a little bit darker right there. I got blue where I didn't want it. There we go. More cream. Okay. And this side looks good, except for I need some blue right here. There we go. These colors are nice. Okay. Stand up. So I went today to get the colors for the house because we're painting our house. And oh boy, my husband does not want, he doesn't want gray or blue or what was the other one? So you like it. Oh, good. You will show after I'm finished. Yeah. So I'm looking at greens and all these colors, and it seems like the past, several years, people have just been painting their houses gray, and ours hasn't been painted for probably 15 years, and it's a blue gray color on it, or maybe it has some green in it, depending on how the light hits it. So I'm there today trying to pick out colors, going, what do I do? I mean, there's, how about purple? Oh, he's not going for purple. And there's all these, there's different colors of greens, and yeah, it's a trying to find something that, and you have to paint a spot on your house. You can't just leave it because it's a little tiny square. It doesn't work. Just doesn't work for a big space like that. So anyway, I picked up some samples. Yesterday I bought the peel and stick kind that stick to the side of the house, and they're already a color. And when I got home, I'm just like, what have I got? That's the same color that's on there. Just various shades different. I wasn't really excited about that. And he wasn't either, actually. But so back to the store, I grabbed some browns, different hues. Not excited about that. Not excited about that at all. So we'll see. And a couple of greens. I wanted something other than green, but well. Whatever, it'll turn out. However it's supposed to, it'll turn out. Okay. I need a little brush to get in here. Let's get a little bit of this. I mean, it should be multicolors with these ladies. They're so colorful. Has anybody else done guitars? Um, I got this idea from watching Justin and told him I was going to do this, the first one, and he's like, go for it. So I did. And then I was going to wait a bit, but when my grandson wanted one for his birthday, that got me going on another one. Completely different look from the first one. Hi, Bree. What do you have? Oh, she's got her toy. My little hooligan. She's a stinker. Carrying her and Bruce back to the house, you know, when he got loose out of his harness yesterday. My arms hurt so bad today because she weighs 20 pounds, and then he's a chunky monkey. Uh, well, not too bad, but I didn't enjoy it. My arms were like, they felt like, it was terrible. It's like, where's the neighbors to help me carry these monsters? They always call me when there's dog rescue. The neighbor across the street. I did that for a little bit. Dog rescue for the county that I live in. And then I had to stop because a lot of it get too personal. Some of those people are terrible with pets, and I just no, wasn't good. Okay, so now I'm gonna go. I think I need a little bit more of this. I don't know. I might add another color in there. Because right now it looks a little purple, but it's a little bit more red. Getting there. I'm getting there. The blending. Some spots it needs to be dark, I think. Might even not see this part with the other print on there. Okay, needs a little bit there. It's too plain, too plain. Okay, I'm going to dry that really quick. And then, oh, hold on. I don't like how that looks. There. Okay. Hi, Penny. How are you tonight? I'm working on this guitar. I'm going to put a couple of Barb Ireland prints on there from Green Press Studios. And if you haven't seen her stuff, go give her a follow. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I know that's dry, but this, I'll probably change the above the neck on the where the knobs are, the color there. Don't mind the back so much, I just don't care for the front of it. Oh, you can see where I missed the spot. Okay. So I missed the spot here. You leaving, Bree? She's like, yeah, Dad's home. When Dad's home, I don't care about you. That's better. That's better. Yeah. Love it. I like it better. It's a couple little, gently brush them in with the brush. Okay. And the back. Haven't decided on that yet, but here we go. Does everybody have their dinner already? You're probably all settled. If you're from, back east, you're probably all settled in for the evening. Mexican food? Yum. Yummy. Whoa, did you see that? It just flew over my shoulder. Blue did. It'll probably end up on my ear or something. No, I fling. Oh well, it's a craft room, you know. Leave it to me. Flinging paint. I sure did. I got flung it all over here. I wonder if my I wonder if my daughter will come home tonight to visit. She's moving with her boyfriend. They're moving. Having a hard time with that, I think. She's 20, so you know they do that. But I guess I did my job. She doesn't want to live with me, so I remember my son saying to me, "I love you, Mom. I just don't want to live with you anymore." All right. That's when he went off to the service to do his thing, and you just I just shut my mouth and kept it shut because he had to decide for himself those things that he was going to do, which were really scary. But yeah, okay. I think I like it. Um, I'll end up doing a second coat on this, but do this for now. You love the color blue? I do too. And it's I'll look at here in just a second to see what it's called. Sometimes I worry about painting over things, but yeah, they have to learn like we did. You're right. That's how he, learned to be a man. And that kid, he didn't. I mean, I thought, he's going into boot camp and blah 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 blah. Yeah, he did. Got through all the A, B, and C school for the specialty that he was in, and then 9/11 happened, and he was gone 8 years. 8 years, one place or another. Every time he came home, I'd be there to meet him. Now I try not to do that. I try since I don't want him to worry, feel bad or anything. I have good kids. All my kids are good. All of them are good. Smart. Oh, he startled me. That thing is huge. Holy cannoli.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. I think that grandson might, did he make himself a sandwich?
He's just having. I was upstairs with him and he came down here.
Oh.
So he's playing on his computer.
Oh, okay.
He's fine.
He's fine? Okay. I offered him ham sandwich or whatever he wanted to make. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when they leave. Yeah, it's hard. I didn't see him for a year and a half until last week. And I didn't cry until after he left. And this Sunday, he was here. He said, can I, he flew back into town. And then he was leaving again the next morning with his unit. And he said, well, I can meet you do you want to meet for brunch? So my husband and I went and met him for brunch. And I had a hard time in the car. He left. I didn't cry. I didn't cry. I didn't want him to leave with me slobbering. And he expects it because and he couldn't be in uniform because of all the threats. So they had to they couldn't wear their uniforms coming or going. So that scares me, but what do you do? He's highly trained. I just have to remember he's highly trained. He's highly trained for what he does. So he trains a lot. Okay, now I don't like how that looks, but it had little chips on it, so there we go. Give it another little blend right there. Okay, that in the water. So he's 46 years old, and I think it's time to retire. He's been doing it since he was 19. So I know coming up he will. Uh-oh. It's even chipped there. Okay. Even with the bonding agent on it, it's got little chips. Let's see. Right here is a big one. Wow. Not anymore. I'll have to go back over it and, do all those little tiny touch-ups. I just want to be able to sit it down now. Put the paper on it. I'm ready for the fun stuff. Do you have kids in the military, Barb? You had to go through the same thing, Tammy? Okay. Okay, I'm going to move these out of the way. Get rid of this. Okay. Let's see how I can do this without messing it all up again. Oop. Okay. Get rid of some of my blue fingers so I don't get it on the papers. No kids in the kids moving in and out. I have 5 of them, five kids. Um, and so my son's the oldest, and then he's 46, and then I have a 44-year-old daughter, and 42 and 40, and then Brooke is 20. Brooklyn's 20. And they're all, the older ones all have their own families and doing their thing, and they're all, I mean, I'm proud of them. They're all smart people. Yeah, it's hard when they leave the nest. Yeah. So Brooklyn, um, my husband is her stepdad, but he's a dad. He's dad to her, and she loves him. That poor guy had the hardest time when she decided she was going to stay with her boyfriend. Oh, did he have a hard time? I did too. I didn't want her to. I was ready for her to move out. She's still going to school, but okay. How do I want to place you? This is gonna go. I don't want that in your face. I like it this way. Maybe I want it to kind of go over the edge. So I get most of the print. And her hat. Her hat. But no white. You know what? I'm gonna cut the white off. Even though I probably need a rough edge. There. She's just so striking. Okay, I got part of her hat. And this is on the edge there. If I keep it, I can. It has to come over. Okay. I got it now. I got it. I'm just going to kind of score it. Do you think the paint color's too light for this? Should I go darker? Oh, an uncle right out of school to the Pentagon. Yep. God bless them in their service, you know? God bless them in their service. I know it affected mine. It came back different. But things happen. Just going to go along here. I'm doing it this way. There we go. That works for me. She does kind of have a little bit of purple in her right here, like a periwinkle or something. And I have that color. I'm glad. Right here. Okay. So my daughter, she's a farmer, the 44-year-old, um, a vegetable farm, and she has chickens and a pig. And the pig, though, the pig, she's the farm pet. Um, And there's multiple farmers on this property. They all have their own thing, but they do the markets start this Sunday. He's lucky he didn't have to work that day. Yes, yes. Horrible thing. Horrible. Uh, so she's the market starts on Sunday for her. I don't know what I know she'll have eggs and she'll probably bring plants, because things still aren't, and they're still growing. But she does pretty good. I'm hoping this year she doesn't wear herself out though, like she has the past few years doing so many markets. There's a lot of work packing all that stuff up and getting it going. Let's do some crazy fussy cutting here. That. Oops. Okay, see what I did? Smarty pants. Hi, Bree. What are you doing with your little bad self, huh? Hi. Did you want to say hi? Come here. You want to say hi? What do you want? I bet you want a snack, huh? You looking for a snack? Is that it? Okay. What do you do for that? Hmm? So pretty sit. Pretty sit. That's a girl. There you go. All right. Got to keep the office supervisor happy. Otherwise, she gets into trouble. And boy, does she. Did anybody watch the what are those award shows they had where they dress up really weird? What are they called? What are they called? It's a weird. They're all dressed up kind of weird. I didn't watch it, but I saw some of it, through social media. I love Stevie Nicks, but some of them were I don't understand. Kim Kardashian had some crazy look. She was wearing like a plastic body con thing. I don't know what it was. Strange. Her mother looked beautiful. Kris Jenner was dressed up. She had more of an Asian style on, but she looked very respectable, really nice. Her daughters, though, a couple of them, like, don't do this. Here I am, the fashion snob. I don't know. I didn't care for some of it. But I think that's what it's supposed to be about. You're supposed to, talk about it. It's their art, their form of art. Okay, I just want a little bit of that off of there. What are those awards called? Weird shows. Crazy people. Crazy people. Okay, and what am I going to do here? Do I tear it and go around it? No, come over here more. Maybe go around it more. You either the gala, yeah, they weren't in their beautiful gowns, that's for sure. What you doing, little stinker? I didn't know. Not for me. These people pay. They pay like $25,000 each to go to this, or more, to go to this crazy show. Hey, BB, are you saying hi? You say hi? Yeah. Um, they pay a lot of money to go to that, and I just think, well, why? Why? Why do you want to go to that? That I mean, I don't know. Me, I just go down to the basement. I go down to the basement and to my craft room, and that's about it. I've become, after years and years of working in the public sector, just want to be go out of the people, away from all the peoples. There we go. Oh, I didn't want to tear this. I just want it together, but yeah, the strange people. You don't watch a lot of TV. I can't. Uh, I lay awake wanting to just come down here and be in my little space, um, and do my thing. Away from the I spent a lot of time around the crazy people, and I had a uh, I think for me, after I would help our loss prevention team with a lot of apprehension, and I didn't mind helping them, but the last one of them was a guy had a knife, and they had him on the ground, and so it was like, what do you want me to do to help? And it's help me get the cuffs, because they were fighting, and it's scary. And then when you have people running towards you because there's an active shooter or something, um, and you're trying to lock everything down, but you've got to let these people in so that they're safe. Pretty soon you're just done. And then one of them was a 16-year-old girl that had OD'd. I didn't know she was 16, but she OD'd in the bathroom, and um, drug her out by her legs out of the stall, and that's where the needle fell out. And I did CPR on her, and she had a pulse when when the ambulance got there. But all I could think of was, this is somebody's kid. This is somebody's kid doing this. And so she was alive, and she made it to the hospital, and uh, she was in a coma for a week, and then she came out of that. And I know it was about 6 months later. I was back in LP helping with some of these, thieves, and I'm looking at this girl, and I'm thinking, well, you look familiar. I don't know why you look familiar, but so I said, my gosh, you look familiar to me, and you're so young, and you got to do something else with your life, because this is not good. And she's like, well, I OD'd in here, and blah 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 blah, and the person that did the CPR on me broke my ribs. Well, that was me. I broke her ribs doing CPR. But the sad thing to me about it is that her mom was a frequent person that came shopping in the store, and this girl needed help. She was 16. She needed help, and the mom at that time, it wasn't good help. She just wasn't there for her. And I just told her. I mean, she's sitting, she's sitting there I'm waiting for the police to show up, and they're going to haul her off. And she's like, my dad's going to kick me out now. And I said, you need to talk to your dad and get yourself into rehab and do something with your life so don't die. Don't do this. Don't, don't kill yourself for this stuff. Don't die. Make something of your life. Come back and, make something of your life. And then I just had to get away from it because I couldn't take it anymore. And then the next place I was working, I did window drapes. And I loved it. I loved it. But I told them, I said, they were low on LPs, and I'm like, I am not chasing around anybody. I'm not. They carry guns and knives, and I'm just not. Nope, I'm not doing it. And one of the girls, she didn't listen. It was, do not leave the store after people. If they steal something, let them go, because the store has, they have stuff to cover that. They have insurance to cover some of that, and I know it's bad. And she went out after him anyway, and a guy, and she was just a youngster. She was trying to get the stuff back from him, and he just grabbed her and tossed her into the bushes. And luckily, that's all he did, was just toss her into the bushes. But he had a weapon. He could have shot her. And I was like, don't you ever. And then her parents were mad, and I don't blame them. They wouldn't let her work there anymore. And I said, I don't blame them. You should never let them have it. Not worth your life. Yeah. Then my daughter went to work, the same store. I worked for JCPenney for years. And I told her, I said, you know your exit, where in the stock room, you know where you're going to hide, where you're. She thought I was nuts until there was an active shooter. Luckily, she wasn't working that day. But this poor little girl, I think she was 6th or 7th grade. She was an innocent bystander. She got hit and she died. Yeah. And then my daughter was like, I understand. That's when I just can't do it anymore. Hi, Ladybug, Tammy. How are you? Ladybug Gnomes and Crafts by Tammy. Sorry, I'm blabbing away here. Just blabbing away. I'm working on, I'm putting a Barb Ireland print on this guitar. And are you familiar with her and Dream Press? Her beautiful prints. So I have this so far. This lady. Isn't she gorgeous? I love it. I love it. So I might make things darker. And then I also have this one to put on there. And this one's gorgeous. This one reminds me of my daughter Brooklyn. She has black hair. She's more Asian, but she has black hair. Let's see, how can I put you? You're back? Hi, Bree. What are you doing? Huh? What do you want? I think you're going to go here. Get more of your body in there. Can I put you? You like it? Good. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Thank you for everyone for being in here. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer's my daughter. She's my daughter that's a farmer. Yeah. Beautiful girl. I think she's going here, but I want to get more of her hat and head in. Let's see. Sorry I'm standing up on this, you guys, but if it's gone, let's see. Will I be able to use, I don't think I'll be able to use this, or I could put it this way. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm trying to get as much of her in here, in her arm. And this. Okay, I gotta cut off the white part. It's nice to have people in and making comments and chatting while I'm busy blabbing my head off over here. It's too bad you guys didn't have a button you could push. Hi, what do you want? This is Bree, the studio manager. Hi. What? Are you missing snackies? You've missed the snackies? Okay. And you want another snacky. All right. I think you could probably have one more. I'm a sucker for snackies. Okay. What do you do? What do you do? There you go. That's a pretty sit. All right. Bye now. Should be back to grass. Okay, I'm taking off this white part so I can. I love these. Love these. So I want to put a bunch of these images on purses. I have all kinds of ideas. I would love to put one on a violin. That'd be fun. Okay, let's see. Well, she could go this way. So what do you guys think? Maybe, probably this way. One on. I think one on each side. Let's see. Let me get most of her in there. So if I do scoot over a little, just a part of that would come out of there. Put you up a little higher. Get your elbow in. Put more of this in. Yes. Okay, I have a plan. That's going to work. So I'm going to take it out, score it right here. And more. Farmer Jen. She even runs a tractor. Farmer Jen. And her chickens and she's got no cows. The other farmers have a couple of Highland cows, which are super cute. So when they have their farm day, they bring out, hers is a 400-pound pig. Clementine Pigglesworth III. She's going to be busy though once the market starts this weekend on Mother's Day. So she'll be really busy with her stuff. Oh, you're back from work. No, that's it, ma'am. That's it? I know. You just love me so much, but yeah, that's enough snackies. You have food over there in your dish. Yep. She's like, I don't care. Hand over the snacks. Right here. Okay. And this. Okay. Oh, I like that. She is so pretty. Yeah. Kind of following along the edge of the guitar, trying to get it. There we go. Hopefully that's it. Pretty. And then I'll probably take off some of the extra. I put my paper towels up, Bree. You can't get a hold of them anymore. She's still a puppy. Hi, little girl. Hi. Yeah. You're doing okay? Good. Have you been doing crafts? Oh, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. How's your crafting going? Just taking off a little bit on the top just so it's not so straight. No, you don't. She's looking for paper to get into so she can tear it up. You need to behave yourself. Be a good girl. Let everybody see that you're a very good manager. I'm going to have to dock your pay. Okay. Okay, I like that. Whoops. I don't like that. There we go. What do you think, huh? Do you like it? Isn't she pretty? Yeah? What? You have food. You have all kinds of snackies upstairs. Yep. Thank you. Kisses are always good. I wasn't so excited with her other one. You're not back to crafting yet, but soon. A few more weeks. Oh, good. Yeah, I think I was reading. I think I read about. Yeah, you're recovering. Well, I hope you're doing a lot better. I want to really make sure this is dry before I put anything on the top of it so it doesn't lift. Make sure I don't have any bubbles. Let's see. Here we are so far. What do you guys think? Longest 6 months of your life? I'm so sorry, Tammy. No fun being sick. No fun. Wait, this goes here. I think I'll put a sealer on this. I can always go back over it with more color. Whoops. Maybe I'll dry this a little bit before I do that. Oh, these are beautiful. It's beautiful. That one's dry. This one still has. I think it needs more. It needs more color on here. So, um, yeah, need some color. Let's see, put that there. Are you guys getting bored? I mean, I can stop tonight and come back on tomorrow to finish if you guys are, if it's too much. Because it does take a little bit of time, that's for sure. This is so pretty. I am going to get out some red though. If you want to stick around good, I'm going to keep going for a bit. Hi, I love you. Yes, I do. I'm going to try a little bit of this, not that red, but this one. And this is Juneberry. Try a little bit of this red. You love this? Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. There's two Tammys. Hi, yes, I love you. I don't have anything else for you right now. Sorry. You've had enough of those snackies. Another little tray. Let's see what this red looks like. Oh, well, I haven't even used it yet. I don't know. This is called wine red. I might. That flower that's right there. Whoops. Bumped your little noggin. What? She's like, I know you've got snacks up there. Okay, one more. That's it. I'm a sucker. I am a sucker. One. That's it. That's it. All done. Her nickname is Hooligan. She answers to that. The neighbors started calling her Hooligan too. She has a giant bunny I gave her. I mean, it's bigger than her, and she drags it around by one of the legs or an ear. But today she's been trying to take it out in the yard. Let's see. Do we like this? What do I do? There it is. I think it needed a little bit darker color here and there. What do you guys think? Better or a little bit more color? 'Cause she does have those beautiful, beautiful flowers in her hat or her hair. I'm not going to talk to you. You've had enough, little girl. Do you think adding the red, or is that too much? Curse you, Tammy. That's awesome. You're going to, okay, go have some supper. Good for you. Let's see. Turn it. I think I have to turn it this way. Grab a little. There we go. Just making sure she's not chewing on a cord or something. There we go with that. That's pretty good. Usually my hand is shaking for this stuff, so kind of happy it's not. Otherwise I get a little bit of red spot, but that's okay. Everything's fixable with paint. Oops. Let's see. Get a little bit darker. Oh, yeah. How's that? Or should it be a different color? Beautiful? Okay. Let's see. A little bit here I missed. Oh. Here we go. Okay, give that a little bit of dry. You know, you're filthy. You're a filthy little thing. Well, you can see paper. I like that the paint dries so quick. Okay, I am going to go over this with a sealer. That way if I get anything on it, it'll help me get it off. Which I probably should have done before I put this on, but oh well. Does anybody have any good plans for the weekend? Um, Going to any fairs, anything? Fun stuff? Hiking, rock climbing. Um, we did the beach last week. Well, was it last week or the week before? We went to the um, my niece's summer house. Oh, it was nice. We walked on the beach. It was quiet, pretty. Couldn't have asked for better weather. It was still chilly. I mean, it's the Pacific Ocean, so um, it was still chilly, but it's it's May, so or it was April, end of April we went. We went for mine and my husband's birthday. His is in May and mine's in April. So we just did a thing. There we go. She's so pretty. Did I get all of her? Here. I think I'll go here too. Oh, it lifted just a little. Is that a bubble? Oh, a little tiny bubble. Not anymore. Okay. I need to add more color. They need more color. So I will um, right here. Yep. Maybe it'll hold its. What it'll do with this? Let's see. It'd be fun to do a piano. So I was over by my niece's house, and down the street from her, these people have an actual grand piano in their front yard. They have turned into a water fountain, a water feature, a waterfall of the water coming down. I mean, I was just amazed at it. Um, I don't know how long it's going to last, I mean, because wood is wood, but it must have been something that was, you know, that was broken or beyond repair. So they, used it for a water feature. I mean, it's just, it was really cool. And they had, a rockery around it and stuff. And I thought it was fantastic. Why not? Why not? I mean, Just why not? This dries really quick, this stuff. There you go. I'll do this side too, instead of trying to lap. I think it's going to need some more dark colors. I probably just said that 5 times. But this is making it nice and shiny. She's going to have bling strings, and there'll be lots of bling. I like bling. I'm a bling girl. How about anybody else? Anybody else bling person? Uh-oh, what's that? Oh, chippy chip. Yeah, it needed sealer to help it so it won't ship. Oops. I'll dry this part. I'll finish this part, putting the sealer on, and then I think I'll go and fix my grandson and my husband some dinner. And come back on. I can come back if you guys want for part 2 tomorrow, or I can wait until next week. I'm glad it's not a huge guitar. Thank you, Barb. I'm glad you like it. I hope you like it. It still is just, partly finished. Have you seen my other guitars that I did? The 2 others? I'll have to show you guys. The first one was so much fun. I had no idea what I was doing. None. But Justin from the Crafty Brothers, he's like, go for it. Just go for it. Well, why not? Why not? Did I get it? This side. Snap down there. What is this? It's going to be stuck down now. There we go. Whoop. Pay attention here. Pay attention. Yeah, I needed the sealer on it to keep the paint from, every time I bang it, messes up the paint. Yeah, they're on my page. Unless they, deleted them. But I can repost them again too. Which I do occasionally. Part 2 tomorrow? Okay. Sounds like a plan. And I'll just make a post that says, time. Maybe I can come back on again at it's 4 o'clock. Good for you guys? That way you can get things done. And just a little bit on this side. Okay. So here we are for tonight, where we're leaving off. So I'm gonna just let her dry or cure for the rest of the evening, and then say probably around 4 tomorrow I can come back on, and I can post something too. I appreciate you too, more than you know. Thank you everyone for being here tonight, and I will see you back here tomorrow, say around 4 o'clock, to finish working up on this beautiful guitar with Barb Ireland prints from Dream Press Studio. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Have a great night.